Holy fuck. I didn't think it could happen. I didn't think it could happen. That, drama before week 4. And, okay, so a little disclaimer. I knew about this drama 2 weeks before this video came out. I wanted to get Fireman on my show. I was going to surprise him and get Dylan on the show also, right? And have them just debates. Because I feel like, things are best when both parties are present and both parties have platforms to, put their opinion out there. And not to leak too many DMs, but let me pull up my DM with Fireman and just, go over it. He messaged me, hey, on the 25th. I said, yo. He said, I wanted to let you know I wasn't trolling about the Dill toxicity thing. I said, fuck it. Let's make a content piece. You gonna be on after games? Because I think the 25th was a Thursday. I'm pretty sure. I'm too lazy to check it, but I'm pretty sure it was a Thursday. So I'm like, nah, when I do it, it'll be solo. I'm trying to find a way to make it not flame. Okay, so these are his words. These are his words. They cannot be disputed. I'm going to screenshot this just so they can't be deleted before I put out this video. These were his words. I am trying not to make it flame. And then after that he says, I might make one if it won't change anything, but at least I'll let the world know. And I was like, you can do that. But I would like to make a Rhino Rants on it with you there. And he was like he was going on and on about, he needs a script. He didn't want it to make he didn't want it to be like a content piece. He wanted people to take it seriously. And I'm like, bro, Rhino Rants is all about fuckery, right? It's all about fuckery, and this is fuckery. This is not real drama. This is actual fuckery that you basically just got the confidence to come out a season later. This was week 1 last season, and you come out a season later. People have lost interest, and I feel like, not to be overconfident, but I could easily, gain, attract people to, wanting to hear you out. Anyways, he goes on to say, he said, no worries after that, got stuff to do. I just wanted to tell you that. And I was like, why me? Because, then he said, because you thought I was trolling, etc., etc. Then the 28th, 3 days later, I hit him back like, yo, when are we doing this? And then he said, I don't know if I ever will. I'm undecided at the moment. Want to do it with less emotion, with like less fiery at the moment. So, I had questions lined up for this guy. Like, what triggered you to come out a season later? Right? A season later, what triggered you to come out with this story? Granted, you guys have to understand, Seth was on this team. Seth was on this team. We haven't heard. I didn't hear shit from Seth about any of this. But it's usual at AD2L. The admin team is very unresponsive. Etc. etc. No, I would say they're unresponsive a season ago. This season they're doing a great job. I'll give credit where credit's due. They're doing a great job this season. They took away guests and the community admin / mods that do fuck all. Just have a delicate a fucking placeholder role in the Discord. But anyways, I hit him back again on the 31st. I'm like, bro, people are gonna forget about this content if we don't do it soon. And then he said, okay, I'm busy with life at the moment. And then fucking clear comms after that. We haven't talked. Now, let's get the actual time this came out. Yesterday at 6:23. I was probably just waking up, from my afternoon nap. I'm just waking up. I mosey onto my computer, and I see Feeder Man Chaz posted GOAT 5 disbandment reason. And I felt like, okay, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to hear him out. I'm going to watch it. I'm pretty sure it's just... Because the issue is with Fireman is he doesn't really, get his thoughts out on the table well. He doesn't get his thoughts out on the table well. So I feel like I could, be like a fucking bridge to his thoughts and what actually happened. You know what I mean? I'll just play this, I feel like this is when he actually starts talking. All right.
With Dill, Scotty, Seth, Thrill, and myself. Thrill left after week 1, and I honestly wish I did too. And I don't expect anything to happen from this or any canceling. I'm just sharing.
Alright, I'm not gonna watch this again.
I didn't mute him right away. Advantage. Turns out it wasn't, and honestly, it just made it worse. And
Yo, where's the part where he says fuck Darth and fuck
hard
Dill?
to see people, so I was almost using Dota as an outlet. So, and I was enjoying my pubs, and it was fun. Wanted to be on a team with what I thought was some cool people. Turns out it wasn't, and honestly, it just made it worse. And so I left the Discord after game 2. But before I say that, this is why I'm making this video, Darth Heisenberg, and Darth Heisenberg tell me I can't talk poorly about a player that...
Oh, that's what triggered him. Okay, that's what triggered him. Darth saying, whoa, bro, don't talk bad about, a player on my org. Which, listen, a lot of players wish their owner would say that shit. That's props to Darth. I think Fireman more just felt like, he has some staple in the AD2L community where like he can't, he's a little bit above, everyone else, and he can speak on whatever the fuck he wants to say without any fucking backlash from other people in the community. Weird stance going on. Moving on.
Feel that bad is just wrong. So Darth Heisenberg, you know what? Go fuck yourself about what you said to me about don't talk something bad about your player. I'm gonna make it public. Dill was yelling at me constantly in the Discord about a game, and I'm just gonna show. All
right, so basically, what I'm getting from this, right, is Fireman was mad at Darth because Darth said don't talk shit about Dill, right? Fireman is also coming out with like a huge, allegation that Dill's toxic. I've played games with this guy, at least this was like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, right? He was not really that toxic. You barely talked on comms. Granted, he was new to the team and he was a stand-in. We were shitting on kids. He didn't really have to speak. But do I doubt that Dill's toxic? No. That's just from what I've experienced with Dill. Do I think this actually happened? 100%. Do I think he needed to make a video about it? No. Will I make content on it? 100%. Because why the fuck not? He's giving me free week 3 content in a dry-ass intermediate season. Divine looks blah. And Contender's the only pop in league. So, I will be here for all the fuckery. And, you can count on a Rhino Reacts video. Almost for almost every fuckery video, I will be making a Rhino Reacts to it that I can fit at least 10 minutes of content in. Anyways, moving on.
Gonna go on display capture here. This is game 2 because this guy's constantly yelling at me, and I only had 1 death. And you look at this game, I went 13-4-14, and I think I did a good job. I could be biased because the guy continues to yell Dota. I don't want a client, so I don't. 1 season toxic. In fact, this game
There's got to be a stream from this shit. There has to be, right? Like there has to be some recording, voice comms of what happened in GOAT 5. There has to be. There's no way that I feel like almost every Scotty got to record his games. I don't know, Dill maybe too. Fucking Fireman used to stream. Anyways, moving on.
Call. This is on your team, your WSS organization. You are playing with this guy, Dill, and I really could care less what a lot of people say about him and say he's PMA. Maybe he's PMA to you, but you know what else? Last year in Dota and how all these people are great people, but guess what? Maybe they're great to you, but they're not great to others, and that's how I felt. So I'm sharing this.
Now, Fiery, let me just rewind that back. Did you just relate sexual assault allegations to someone being toxic in a game like Dota? Listen. This is just another reason why I should add him on the show. I should have forced him to be on the show. That's terrible. Let's not relate someone getting sexually assaulted or harassed to you bringing out that deal is toxic. Like multiple people didn't already know this. You know what I mean? Like what you're doing right now isn't really coverage. It's not news. I feel like a majority of the Dota community is toxic. Scotty's definitely toxic. The guy arguing with me in Discord for a fucking obscene amount of time over dumb shit, not knowing I was fucking actual fuckery. I remember multiple seasons having conversations with that kid about multiple just extreme bullshits, and that he's 100% toxic. I don't know who built this team. This team just looks bad. I think these guys are good players, but they definitely don't look like their personalities would align. Anyways, moving on.
Fuck Dill. That's all I got, and fuck WSS because they have this player on their organization. Peace.
All right, let's rewind that back.
That's all I got, and fuck WSS. They're great to you, but they're not great to others, and that's how I felt. So I'm sharing this. Fuck Dill. That's all I.
I like how he said like his mind was wandering, like he didn't know what else to say. Like 9 minutes into the video, he finally gets to the point of the video, and he's like, "Yo, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, man."
Got and fuck WSS because they have this player on their organization. Peace.
And I'm Fireman. I know you have another monitor. Bring OBS to the other monitor, bro. We don't need to see you stopping streaming. Why are you streaming? Where are you streaming this to? I thought you were recording. Whatever. But yeah, that I truly think this was a waste of 9 minutes, and I'm sorry for whoever watched that for 9 minutes, thinking that it would be funny, good content, or anything would come from it. This like Darth said, and Darth is an elegant guy. I like this guy more and more every day. After he kicked the player who was saying the N-word in pubs. That's nuts. I fuck with that heavily. And this is Darth's stance on it. In a personal capacity, don't lie about me in a cowardly video and tell me to fuck myself for something I never said. I never said you aren't allowed to talk about it. I said, and I quote, "It's a sad way of resolving things. It's pretty silly, and you embarrass yourself. How the hell do you then turn around and claim that I told you that you aren't allowed to talk about something? Question mark." Then he said in another paragraph, "I advise you to handle this privately instead of just being toxic as the alleged behavior you're upset." Wait. Handle this privately instead of being just as toxic as the alleged behavior you're upset at. What's happened has happened. You say you didn't have a good experience with Dill the last time you played, and you want people to know, that's fine. There's a free agent's commentary. He actually links it in the statement. I laughed at that. Channel for your opinions on him as a teammate / player. What's humiliating is continuously ranting about the same thing over and over and reposting it in the general AD2L server. You've made, 3 to 4 videos now saying the exact same thing, trying to get people riled up as you repeatedly attack one of my players and don't have the guts to get on, Rhino's show, work things out with integrity. I asked this guy on multiple occasions. I gave him 3 chances. 3 chances. I was going to interview him. I was going to get Dill. I was going to get Darth. I was going to get everyone involved. Apparently, Gambit's the PR guy. I was going to get Gambit on here. Me and Gambit talk. I am more than happy to bring Fireman on here, and after the fact, well, now it's dead. You've killed all reconciliation you could have gotten from this scenario. You've killed it. There's nothing that you can get from this. You now just look like a clown. You've done this video for no reason. You've made us watch 9 minutes of just trash. You've linked the game, which half decent, but honestly, this could have been a 10-second video of just the last 10 seconds of the video, and I would have laughed. It would have been a lot better than whatever the hell this was. This is from a friend, Fireman. I think you are we may not be friends or acquaintances. I know you. We played on teams together. We've won an ATL championship together. So. Yeah. And in the final sentence, Darth says this. You say you want to move on every time you talk about this, but then you wait 3 weeks and make another man-baby video about how toxic Dill is. If you're moving on, do it already. I have 5 teams to manage. I don't have time to keep rewatching the same 10-minute segment of you acting a fool. End quote. Direct quote from Darth Heisenberg. You know, if you're not a fan of WSS by now, you're losing. You're missing out. You're missing out. These guys are top class. And this could have been handled in just a better way. And I could have got more views from it. Instead, this 48 view shit stain of a video was released. And it's terrible. There's nothing else to say. Anyways, moving on past this. I think that's about it for the fuckery. Yeah, that's about it for the fuckery. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm sort of sad that this was the drama that I had to react to, and I'm sad that if you watch this, you're a fan. And please subscribe. Holy fuck. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed. Subscribe. Press the subscribe button. My content's great. I know you like listening to my voice. You're either eating, you're either eating dinner, eating breakfast, playing Dota, or just bored. So subscribe. It's not that hard. It's the red button under this video. Please press it. I don't do this shit for fun. This shit is just for views and fuckery. Yeah, that is about it. Also, if you have not taken your time, please dislike this video so it does not end up on anyone's recommended list. Because AD2L and the GOAT 5 brand will diminish, and that shouldn't happen to Fred. Fred's a cool guy. So yeah. Also, contender content tonight, 9 p.m. on my stream, Incog Rhino. Tune in. It's gonna be it was a fucking insane week.